when you keep going back to the abusive person or toxic or someone who doesn't treat you the way that you picture that you should be treated, what's healthy? What's healthy is a loving, caring partner that is supportive, that treats you like their partner. Love, help when you're down, support, like your other half. That's what is healthy. But when you keep on going and trying to find somebody or going back to the person or attracting people that aren't healthy for you, and you know it's not on the outside, but your subconscious mind doesn't believe that because the subconscious doesn't know what's right or wrong. And there's no filter. When your subconscious mind was being formed, it's between 0 and 7, and its number one job is to keep you alive. And this is what's familiar. This is what's safe. Let me go back to that, even though it's not. But it's safe because it's familiar and it's what it knows. So if you saw neglect or abuse or abandonment or trauma, you will keep attracting that because your subconscious mind is like a magnet. It just searches for what's familiar and it brings you back, even though you don't want to, even though it hurts. But your mind believes it's safe. It's to keep you alive. This is what's safe. This is what's familiar. So then we have to go in there and uninstall those beliefs, find out the beliefs, uninstall them, and make the familiar unfamiliar. And that's how people are like, I can't stop drinking alcohol, I can't stop binge eating, I can't stop comfort eating. This is what you saw your entire life. You went home and you didn't have anybody except for the food that was in the cupboard, the mac and cheese, the ramen, the crackers, the chips. There was no one else home. That was your comfort, and that's why you keep going back to it, even though I don't like my body, I don't like my health, but it's safe because it's what you know. So doing all the talk therapy, all the logical diets, all of that doesn't penetrate because that's just exterior, like putting the Band-Aid on. You really have to go in there and remove. And then it's so effective when you go in there. Later on, this won't even be a conversation that we have because the inside has changed. And that's how I used to be. I used to want toxic. I used to attract unhealthy. I used to attract unhealthy people that would neglect me, would hurt me, cheat on me, abuse me, treat me badly. And it was so familiar, and I thought, this is normal. Oh, this is what happens when you talk back to your husband, your boyfriend. He's going to slap you. Or if you don't keep him happy, he's going to cheat. Like, I thought it was my fault. I'm not a good enough wife. I'm not a good enough girlfriend. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not clean enough. I'm not a good enough cook. So he's going to go and search for something else because I'm not good enough. And that's what I believed because that's what I saw. You have to people please. You have to be perfect in order for someone to love you. You have to get straight A's and be beautiful and smart and everything else in order to be worthy of someone looking your way and choosing you to love you. That's what I grew up seeing. So I had to go in there and uninstall those beliefs and install what I did want. And all the therapy and the medication and the planners and the self-help books never worked because it's all exterior. So the subconscious is incredibly powerful. It drives all of our outer behavior and it triggers us. And, when we feel triggered, it's like, I can't help it. I know I shouldn't, but I can't help it because the subconscious is driving. It's driving the bus. It's in charge. It's like you can be the most skilled horseback rider, right? So skilled. But if that horse is a wild horse, you can't control it. No matter how skilled you are, no matter how good you are on a horse. And that's like the subconscious. It's like that wild horse. So you have to get to the wild horse and change it. Yeah. And it's like a magnet. It just keeps attracting. It keeps attracting what's familiar. So